St. Louis, the gateway to the West, is now the gateway to the best.
Swing and get up, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Home
The game is over. The series is over. The wait is over.
What's happening, nerds? We got Adam and we got Rob over here for our monthly pickups. Rob is a special guest because we are going to do a Topps Now unveiling for the gold medal game, won by the men's hockey team. Of course, women too, but that'll be for a little bit later. But we thought it'd be really cool because all of us, as soon as the gold medal game happened, it's like, hey, did y'all see this card? We're going to order the card and then kind of do this whole group unveiling.
Tell them what the card is, John, that everybody is why everybody did this.
Yeah, so you got the Jack Hughes Topps Now gold medal card, and this thing went ballistic, right? Because there's normally these print runs are like 9, 10, 20,000. This one got over
No, most of the time, John, they're between like 500 and maybe 1,500.
Oh,
the only ones that go really above that are like Shohei's or stuff like that.
Oh,
so this thing went crazy.
Yeah, so you know more about it than I do. Like I said, you jokers got me into this, right? Because you're pumping it up in videos.
I love the Topps Now.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like there's over like 330,000?
Yeah, it was. I think it might be the highest count ever. I think people went ballistic because they want because the one of one. What does it say on it? What does the one of one say?
Gold. It was gold, golden goal, one of one. I've got a picture.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Didn't he say something on it like "God bless America" or something like that?
Well,
the
point being is like the chase card was like an autograph one, right?
Yeah, it's a one of one.
Then so many sold that they like created this. There you go.
This is what we're all hoping is in our envelops. But
that's it. The golden goal.
It's in this one, right?
Golden goal.
Yep.
And go USA.
But then they announced when it reached whatever threshold it was, then there's like an opal version or something that I guess they've only done like maybe a handful of times in the Topps
I've
Now
never
history.
heard of the opal one. That's interesting.
I saw it on the Facebook somewhere, so
okay.
It was like on Topps's thing. So anyway, I know everybody's dying to see these cards. And Rob, we're gonna let you go first because I think you're gonna be hopping off and hanging out with Adam tomorrow.
Right. So all right, I just bought my camera. So I got my envelope, and I'm hoping to find this autograph in there. We'll see. Maybe an opal. We'll see what we get. Well, I got just the regular one, just the regular card. But you know what? That's just fine. I wasn't expecting anything special with all that big print run, but I am just really super stoked to add this to my collection. This is a beautiful card to have. So
that's awesome.
I decided to be a glutton and go for 10 of them.
All right, I'm rooting for you, man.
So hopefully that I get an opportunity. Well, let's see what happens. This is what it comes in when it comes in with 10.
Okay, yeah, I only ordered one like Rob, so.
Yeah. Let's see here. And I got 10 exactly, no autographs. Now I got stuff to give to my friends.
There you go.
I mean, and that's just it. Like autograph, no autograph, and they have like other print runs too. But like the only other time I've ordered one of these Topps Now cards was Yachty and Wayno's Start 325.
Yep.
And I don't know if there was variants to that or not. But
every Topps Now. So let you know, John, the way the Topps Now works, the regular Topps Now on any card, is there's a 50, a 25, a 10, a 5, and a 1.
Okay.
That you have a chance to get. The 5 is red, the 10 is orange, the 25 is purple, and the 50, well, the 40 used to be 49, now it's 50. The 49 was blue, now the 50 is gold.
It's gold.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's about 100 chase cards that you can get, but it all depends. Like I had one time, I got one of these, and it was on Dante Moore, who's the quarterback at University of Oregon. It was his first Bowman Now card, which is the exact same thing as this.
Okay.
And I got 5 of them, and I got 2 chase cards. I got a 5 and a 10 in it. So every so often you can do well, and other times like this one, I got Jack.
I did the same thing when the Brewers beat the Cubs in Game 5 of the National League Division Series last year. I got all 5 cards. 2 of them came back as golds. So that was pretty sweet. Yeah. And then by happenstance, Shane happened to be flipping through eBay like he does, and he saw there was another one of those in a gold, and he sent me. He actually bought it for me and sent it to me. So now I have 3 of those. I only have 2 left to go to finish the gold run on that. So
nice.
So if you get all 5, do they become a 1-of-1 collectively?
Well, we can call it whatever we want. So,
well, the thing is too, John, with all these is if any of them are graded, the price goes through the roof. Like,
really,
I have a 1-of-1 of Jose Ramirez, and just selling it by itself, I could get 300 to 500. If I get it and it's a 10, it's going to be thousands because it's the only one. It's it.
But these were never packed in packs. So like,
no, but what they do is whatever. So say whatever the print run is. Say the print run's just 400 cards, and there's 100 of these cards. In that 400, all 100 cards will be distributed. They just add them as they pack them up. They just will throw them in there, but they make sure that all of those cards are in whatever the print run is, that they're not sitting back at the Topps office. So, so they're out there, and especially all the 1-of-1s, because if that didn't happen and it got found out, Topps would get crushed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
by holding it back.
I was kind of wondering if that 1-of-1 of this card has surfaced yet. I mean, has anyone?
No, I keep looking. I kept looking on eBay every day because I figure
that's because I'm holding on to it right here.
There you go.
John's got it. That's right.
No, I'm
All
joking.
right,
but no. So before this, but one of the things with that, like I said, with that Yachty Winnow card is I've noticed that in the Topps flagship sets, they stopped doing like postseason and highlights cards, and it's all within this Topps Now thing. So if you're really wanting cards to signify great moments like this is like the only way to go. So even if I get the base card, such as like, we all have this 3 of the same version, it really doesn't matter because it's the only card being produced for the moment. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I like at
the boy. Yeah, I got one too.
Oh, I thought for a second you really got it. Like you almost were acting. I was like,
I had to get you guys going. It's like an April Fool's thing, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Hey, let's all hold them up.
Why John is here? Why Rob is here? John, open your other 2.
All right. Well, I got to get this for the thumbnail. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Anyway, so I did the combo card.
Yeah, I'm curious because
you
might get something.
Y'all are doing your hockey show tomorrow, but
that's such a cool card.
It's a beautiful card, though.
Love it.
And then I also got the women's gold medal card.
Yep, Keller, I got that too.
Wait a minute. So what does it mean if it's backwards in here?
I mean,
it's gotta mean good.
Gold.
Can't be bad.
No, like the other ones, it's facing forward.
All right.
Now I got to open this thing up. What the hell?
Yeah, those cases are tricky.
I don't know. I guess they just got weird, but that's the stock image, right?
Yep. No, that's the image. Yep. If it was anything, if there was, what they do is they give you your regular card, even if you only order one. If you get a special card, they just add it.
Right.
Oh, so okay, I'm tracking what you were saying earlier now.
Yeah. So if I order 10, not within the 10 are they going to give me the special card. They're going to give me my 10 and then the special card.
All right.
Oh, dang. Yeah. So I'm just going to show them all right here because I can.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. That's
gorgeous. Yeah, I got all of the women's hockey. There was about 5 cards. I got a Hillary Knight, a couple other ones that came up during their semifinal games, and those things they would do one of them. So I've got them all because what I'm working on is, and I'll talk about it tomorrow night. I'm actually working on putting together the women's team that won the gold, all of their best cards, like all their rookie or their best card, and put that in one big thing.
Right.
Well, there was a St. Louisan on the women's team too. Dunn is her last name.
Yep, I just picked her card up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get with you on what card that is, so I can go after it too.
You bet. I'll let you know.
So no, that's cool. I'm gonna put these on display and
we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, John, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but when you held up those 3 cards, you had your USA logo on your hat right there in the middle of the
Oh, that's awesome.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. I gotta. They were hard to come by, especially like everything went bonkers after the Jack Hughes goal to get a ball cap, but
Right.
was able to get one.
So
Right.
I've had, I don't know, probably about every 3rd or 4th time I get one of these back, I usually get something. I bought a 10-card pack of Ohtani's home run he hit in the first game of the WBC when he hit that home run, and got 10 of them, but I didn't get anything else. And it's a good looking card. I wanted a bunch anyway because I take those and get them graded, and they sell really well. I mean, it's nothing to get close to $100 for those Ohtani's if they're a 10. If they're a 9, you'll do okay, but a 10 you'll do really well.
Yeah.
If you want to get one of those special cards, you got to start buying teams like the Brewers. No one ever buys those, so your odds go way up.
Oh man.
So Rob, before you leave, my son was asking me today, because him and I watch baseball together a lot, and he goes, "Who's this Garrett Mitchell?" And I said, "Somebody who needs 600 at bats." I don't know why they play him every 3rd day. He's a really good player. Because Cameron was watching the game when he hit the home run.
Yeah, he was really highly regarded coming up a few years ago, but he's actually been around for like 4 years, but he's only played like 100 games because the guy keeps getting hurt.
Yep.
3 years ago, he started out tremendous. He was hitting triples and he was making diving catches. He was just really coming on. And then he hurt his shoulder. I think he was sliding into 3rd base. And then ever since then, he just can't stay on the field. Last year, I think he only played like 20 games. But I'm crossing my fingers because I went hard on him on collecting when he first came up. I got a couple of autographs and I've got some real nice cards of his. But then he hasn't really been on the field, so it's kind of tanked since then. But hopefully this year will be the year he comes on. So
real quick question before you leave, Rob, and for you too, John. I don't know if you guys do this, but every year I look at a couple young guys and I'll go out and buy, say, 6 to 10 of their cards and just put them aside. And I'm curious if you guys do that, or if you ever look at somebody like even on your card nose and you go, you know what? I really think this guy's, I'm just going to get a few of them and set them aside because, they're cheap right now, right? Before the guy becomes good. Do you guys ever do that?
I do to some degree, just mostly with my Brewer players, because that's the franchise I'm most familiar with. My brother has season tickets to their single A affiliate, so he kind of gives me scouting reports as these kids are coming up. So I know which kids to look for. And so I do it, to some degree with the Brewers, but not league wide per se. There's too much risk. You don't know who's going to come.
And again, like I said, I just do like 5 cards. I set them aside. I don't ever look at them for a few years. I pick up on somebody, the guy this year, I'll just give you a little hint. This is the guy that I picked up on. And the reason his name is Leo DeVries, and the reason I picked up on him, he hit 6 homers in spring training, but he's 19 and he's built like a god. Like he looks like a grown ass man. I mean, and everybody's talking about him being the shortstop maybe before the year's out because they're not thrilled with Bogarts. But this guy looks like a man. I mean, when they said he was just turned 19, I was like, and every one of his home runs he hit was 400 and something feet. I mean, this guy's going to be a stud. Now, I think he's going to be a stud, but it's a crapshoot.
He could
but
be
I always
Wander
just do that.
Flacco.
Yeah.
So,
just don't mess with 16-year-olds.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't do that. I mean, the cards you're talking about specifically for that guy, they're technically prospect cards, right? And I don't understand the prospect card world today. Now,
these are the Bowman best, and for me, the only reason I did that is because you guys are all figure this out if you watch them. But I love color. I like bright colors, and so I just love the cards. So I just picked up a bunch.
Yeah, but he does not have a rookie card yet.
No, that would be considered his XRC or however you want to.
Yeah, prospect and all.
Yeah,
but because I'm not very much a modern like insert variation collector because that's a very slippery slope, right?
You mean doing like the rainbows and stuff?
Yeah, or not so much like all the rainbows, but
Right.
getting into like the numbered stuff.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'll collect their base tops card because for me that there's a history with that. It goes all the way
Yes.
back to 51, 52, depending on how you want to look at it. So like with all the players, right? Brock, Gibson, Ozzy, Yachty, Pujols, it's all base tops. And
Right.
so I have a Jordan Walker base tops card. I have a Mason Wynn. I'll probably get a JJ Weatherholt, but beyond that, I don't really go anywhere else. Like, and I get constant reminders. There's this Facebook group I'm on, and when Dylan Carlson flamed out, when like it was finally like we can
Over.
acknowledge that it's over. The fire sale. Everybody's trying to get rid of their Dylan Carlson cards. Jack Flaherty. To a degree, it's already happened with Jordan Walker, but you
Yep.
see it all the time with these guys, and I would not want to know how much money these guys invested into those players who hadn't proved anything. And I honestly think that while you're shooting for the moon, I would much rather the player become who we hope that they're going to become and pay the price then
Right.
versus essentially paying that price anyway for volume that you're going to try to unload later. And when these players change teams all the time, which I got a harsh reminder with Nolan Arenado, like my collecting for Nolan Arenado is way different now with him being an Arizona Diamondback, So it's a different world. This is why I don't do stocks. This is why I don't play poker. I want the known, and the gambling part is I'm not smart enough to do that.
It's called staying in your lane, John. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I do the same thing you do, John. I just pick up a few things like that, but I don't get all invested. How'd you like to be? There are 3 guys out there. I went and looked that spent over $2 million on one Lewis Robert card. How'd you like to be that dude right now?
No thanks.
You can't even give his cards away. This guy, I watched him in today's game. He's swinging at stuff 5 feet outside. Like he has no clue of how to play the game of baseball.
But I mean, he looks promising, with the White Sox and everything. But like I said, I do like the base tops card.
Right.
I really, really do. It's not the cost thing is great for me that nobody cares about it because I can get like that Jordan Walker card and the Mason Wynn card. I think I got them both for $1 combined.
Yeah.
Right.
And no, I agree. I'm a tops guy. If I buy anything, it's going to be tops over any other products. I do like Upper Deck, and there are of course a few other, but I don't mess with Panini. I don't mess with any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for anything that I think looks pretty.
Right.
Whether it's tops or Panini, I do like the Bowman Platinum cards just because they have a little.
Oh, they're nice.
But that's just me.
Yeah. So, Rob, you sticking around or
no? I think I'm gonna head out. I will definitely check in to see what you guys all have to say, but I do have to get going here. Other stuff going on tonight, but appreciated the invite to let me open this up with you guys. And
no, I think we got to do more of this. This is awesome. I could do this all the time. Yeah. I think it's fun.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care, Rob. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye now.
All right. So I know Rob had to get going, but before we get into the pickups, I did get to go to a game yesterday. So you talk about Roberts and everything and whatnot. So I'm going to share a picture here. And so I'm going to add it to the stage. But yeah, we got free tickets because I'm still in the military technically, but the Cardinals do free tickets for active and retired military. And there are 6 rows from the field. So
wow.
Wanted to show this picture. My son eating a hot dog, like an American.
Yes.
At a ball game. So it was great to get that first game out of the way. And
First of all, I don't enjoy hot dogs unless I'm at a game. It just isn't the same. Like if I'm at a game, I want a dog and a beer and watch a game. I'm in heaven.
No, they're a lot cheaper at home. So
yeah. Yeah. I can imagine what that cost you.
Well, actually, that's just it. The Cardinals, they have this family pavilion area, so it's got a playground and everything, which is great for him before the game. And then they have a kids meal, which is still kind of expensive for what it is, but for $7.99, you get a hot dog, chips, and a drink, and the cup is a souvenir cup.
Oh,
So
I mean, in today's world of sports, that's actually not a bad deal, John. But I agree. It's that hot dog
yeah,
cost them 20 cents. I mean, soda cost them nothing because they're buying it
yep.
in premix tanks. Because I used to do that. I used to fill premix tanks. So they could sell that for $3 and still make a ton of money.
So here's the thing: when I go to ball games, I do not eat or drink.
Really?
A bratwurst at that game was $20.
What?
Yes.
No way. You're kidding.
No. And then of course I'm there with my son, so I'm not going to be drinking and then driving
Right.
afterwards, right? That's
Right.
completely irresponsible.
No,
But it's
no,
gotten
no. I
to
totally,
but it's gotten
totally
to the
agree.
point now where the cost is what? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And with the games being less than 3 hours now,
Yeah.
if you can't go or if I can't go, I know I'll just speak for myself. If I cannot go 2.5 hours without drinking, I got a much, much bigger problem.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
um,
Right.
no, but the concession, and that's just it. That's why they're trying to get people into the ballpark. They got cheap ticket prices. They're doing all these deals and all this other stuff. Is to get people in the ballpark because the money's there,
Right.
with all the concessions and what have you. So, I wanted to show that off. But Adam, let's kick it off with some monthly pickups for the month of March.
Well,
Have you start off?
I thought the way to start the show off, because we've had a hell of a couple weeks, buddy. We
Yeah.
lost somebody really special to us that we all gotten to know, Steve, and the outpouring from this community. I know it's blown you away because you and I have talked about it. I'm beyond blown away by everything that's being done, how much it's meant to the family. I saw the video that Jason put out of his brother and talking about he didn't even know his brother had a channel, and then the outpouring of love, the money, everything. It means I'll never leave this community just for that one reason alone, because the people here are the best people I've ever met in my life. And I mean that sincerely. The people that are involved and have come out with tribute videos these people are special. To do this for a guy that most of us, and let's be honest, almost all of us didn't know for more than a few months to 6 months to a year at the most, is remarkable. And so I went out and I picked up a Manny Sanguillen rookie. And that's in my new, I got my new flips, and I found one that fit perfect with that, with the gold. But this is for Rev Steve. And just, again, thank you to anybody who watches this. Thank you for all you did, because it means a lot. Because John is the one John and Jeff notified me immediately when it happened that morning, and we got on trying to figure out. And then the ball just got rolling. We didn't have anything to do with it per se. It's just, it got rolling, and then people did some really cool things. I mean, that song that Andy Addix did, forget that. That's one of the best songs I've ever heard. That thing was outstanding. So I'm just so impressed with this community. And I know you think the same thing, John.
Yeah, and it was great too, because you had people with a larger audience, greater influence,
Yes.
also getting involved. So like Mike Moynihan, for example.
Yes.
And he was even up front. He was just like, I did not know him that well, and then next thing you know, but the thing is, like, he's going to reach more people.
Without a doubt.
That's what was important. And then he did a follow-on video with Pastor Craig.
Yep, which was great.
But you had, like you said, you had larger channels, pumping up the GoFundMe stuff and whatnot, which last I checked was over $30,000. Not that it's not that money matters, it's what that money represents. And it's, to your point, it represents just, I would say, just Steve in general, right? Because it's not just the YouTube community, but it's also the people that knew him outside, like his real life, you know what I mean? So
yes,
the people that he mattered to even more so. But
it shows you, John. It shows you how we can't take any day or any person for granted, and how much a person like that can influence everybody. We were getting ready, him and I were getting ready to do a collaboration the week after, because he was really jazzed about the binder project I was doing, and he was getting ready to do the same thing, and we were going to get a show and do it. And we had texts back and forth literally 2 days before he passed away about things. And I just found the guy to be just a wonderful, genuine human being. And then you find out he's a pastor, 4 kids, been married for 22 years, is like the salt of the earth. He's really a quality human being. And I think that's why it affected all of us, is because we knew that this guy was a really nice guy. We just didn't get a chance to know him in depth, of course, like the rest of them. But what I've told you this before, and I'll keep telling it till I'm blue in the face. I don't do these videos for anybody else but my grandchildren. I started doing this as to be part of the community, but also one day, if my grandchildren, when I'm not around, want to just see grandpa, they can flick them up. Well, can you imagine what those kids need now is to anytime they want to see their dad, they can flick him up on YouTube. His wife wants to see him. She can flick him up on YouTube. There's now this giant thing that Jeff's put together of over 40 videos of the tribute videos that anybody in the family, if they ever want to go just watch what any of us had to say, it's there until they're taken down, which is, most people don't take them down. So that's a gift beyond itself. And I know that they'll realize that one day. But that's for anybody watching, even for you, John, your kids, everybody, one day they can still talk to us if they want to. And that matters to me. That matters a lot to me.
Yeah. And from what I understand, the video that Jeff is doing is a compilation video of all.
Yeah, but he's also putting a thing together where he's going to put all the videos like in a what do you want to call it? Playlist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you want to go watch the full videos, you can, but he's going to put the other one together to put out to everybody.
Yeah. But I think he's also doing it for the family, which is great. And then there's the collaboration between him and Brent Richards with the label and picture and everything. Like I've already asked Brent if I can get one.
Yeah.
I ordered a card just as you, but it's not here yet. So it'll maybe it'll be on next month's video. Maybe I'll just do it as a one-off because of the significance of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a tremendous card. That
I'll show you a few more just before we switch over to you. I'm also, because of him, I'm going to do the 76 set. So I just want to show you a few of the pickups that I've gotten to get started. There's John Candelaria. There's Rod Carew. I got mostly Hall of Famers. Billy Williams, Steve Carlton, and Burt Blyleven. And I bought a couple lots that'll be coming, most small lots, 50, 60 cards, but to get started. Yeah. But I'm going to just take my time working on that. I'm going to put a nice set together, but it's literally going to be in a binder that says the Steve Rev 76 set. And that's just going to be so I can always look at it, remember them, have it. It matters to me. I mean, the guy was
you're going to have to do a 20-part set building.
Oh yeah. No, I plan on it. I plan on once I get those things, I'm going to do that. I'm also working on another project that I'm going to keep quiet that involves Steve, but I got to wait for the cards to get here. And then I got another project I'm working on to kind of, honor him.
One of like 50 projects you got going on.
Yeah. I'm actually going to do a show, John, and you'll enjoy it. It's going to literally go in depth on all the projects I'm working on, because you got me started on one and I actually put it in a binder now. And that is, I'm doing all of the Golden Glove winners for the Dodgers and the Guardians. Nice. And I'm putting that in a book because I watched that and I was just like, oh, dude, why am I not doing that? That's a brilliant project. And I'm going to be working on that too. So that's just one of thousands of projects I have going on. Okay. You can tell I'm a little higher wired, so I got to have lots of things going on.
So I think the order that I'm going to go in with mine, I'm going to go like oldest to newest, and this is this is wide ranging. All right, so I'm going to show I think 3 cards, and I also got some books that kind of like help illustrate why I'm collecting these.
Okay,
and they're also books that I recommend, right? So there's this Gashouse Gang book.
I've read a book. I've not read John's book. I definitely want to get that because I love the Gashouse Gang. That was a tremendous group of ball players.
This is a really good book.
Okay.
And it's actually really wild to learn about things that went on during that season. But Joe, Redneck Collector, a while back, he showed this card. And he showed it to me in person actually at a card show. Once I saw it, because I don't really know what exists and everything for pre-war.
Right.
I have some pre-war, but I'm not like into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So once he showed it, I was like, I've got to get one. And it's the 1936 R311.
Wow. Explain something to me, John, because I don't know about photos. I've never gotten into them. What does that definition mean?
Shoot, don't ask me.
Okay.
There's video series. So Orlando, Collector's Dream.
Okay.
He did an amazing like 8-part series on pre-war when it was becoming more prevalent on the YouTube. This is like
Okay.
over a year ago.
Okay. I'll go
He
find
did a
it.
great thing. So the R is a designator.
Okay.
What I don't remember what that designator means. And it all goes back to some guy a long time ago that made these classifications.
Like, yeah, because I understand
Yeah.
what type 1 and type 2. I understand
No.
those on the photos, but I don't understand on those big things that you just showed. I don't understand how that all works.
So this was a card manufactured by National Chickle.
Oh, which wasn't that Candy?
I believe so, but
I think it was
like I
Candy,
said,
wasn't it?
they did team cards, they did player cards. There was a glossy finish, a leather finish.
So what
Jason,
size is that? Is that a 5x7?
no, it's like 6x8.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
and then but Jason, Everyday Collector, and then his buddy Aaron, they just did a video on this set, just like this
Oh, they
past
did.
week. Yeah. So
Okay, well, I'll
check
go
it out.
watch it because I've got his in my queue. I just haven't watched it
Yeah.
yet.
But because I got this at my LCS for like $50, which was tremendous because the ones I had seen online, they were like 200 or more.
Wow.
I don't know what's right, and obviously condition matters. But going into another book is like that Gashouse gang with the 34 World Series. Who do they play?
Detroit, wasn't it? 34?
Yep.
It was
So
Detroit, right?
I got the Detroit Tigers one too.
Ah, nice.
And so the caption on here is 1934 league champions, and then the caption here is 1934 World Series champions. And then the positive side effect is then there's other great players on here, but Hank Greenberg is in this photo. So I thought
Nice.
that was really neat because of this book. The game must go on.
Yeah, see, John
This
Klima wrote the book on the 1957 Braves, and I've read that one. John Klima is a great writer, a great
I want to
writer.
get that book too. So
Yeah.
But this is a tremendous book. Absolutely loved it, and so it's like I said, it's a way to
Is that
collect
one on a Pacific team, or is that on just the
World War II.
World War II? Okay.
Yeah. So this was a cool way. It's like a tie-in with my team, the way I collect,
Right.
while also having other legendary players. You know what I mean? So
Now, with those type of photos, John, do you put them just in a binder, or do you actually frame them?
this is a top loader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is how I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to put it up on the wall or anything. It'll be somewhere else.
no, and I
Okay.
haven't figured out a way. Like that might end up being how far I go with the Gashouse gang.
Okay.
Outside of the Cardinals Hall of Fame and museum collection I have going on.
Right.
I don't know yet. I've looked into it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but for me, that was the perfect item for that team. So,
Okay.
I have one last pre-war card, and then I'll kick it off to you.
Okay.
And this came in just yesterday, actually, and this is a big time card for me. So it's one of my top 10 all-time cards that I want, and this will actually have significance. Actually, tomorrow I have a piece coming in the mail, so I'll show this again on my channel. But anyway, Bob Feller, 1941 double play.
Wow, that is beautiful.
So Chief Petty Officer Feller, this is his last card before the war. He's a major character in this book. And then if you've ever read this book, this gets more to like the sets, the 1941 sets.
Are you going to put in the show notes? Are you going to put names to all your books?
Yeah, I can do that if you think
that'd be great, because then I'll go check that, because I'm not going to be able to write them down. I don't have a pencil right in front of me.
So. Yeah, so I've done a book report on this a while back. The author actually did an interview with Mike Moynihan on his channel.
I remember watching the show. I remember when you did that. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's the book.
But yeah, I'll definitely do that, put the titles and authors and everything. But I'm a big Chief Petty Officer Feller fan, most in large part because of his service.
Right.
So having the last card produced before the war was significant for me anyway.
Right. Do you collect other players that have military background, or is it just certain ones that for whatever reason touch you, but you're not doing it like collecting other guys that were
Yeah.
part of that war?
So like J Average Vintage Collector,
Right.
the Battle of the Bulge collection he's doing.
Yes.
I've not gone there yet. I happen to have some just because that's how it works, right? If you collect a team from that era, you're going to have some like
Right.
Sam Musial, Red Shandy's, Enos Slaughter. I have a Yogi Berra card, but it's mostly because he's a St. Louisan, not
Right.
because he's a veteran who served at D-Day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, there are people that have. I just was curious if you were doing it.
It's unfortunate because a lot of players don't have cards.
Right.
So I haven't gone there yet, but maybe at the point.
It's interesting. I know that the reason there were no cards printed during that time is they had to save on paper and everything. I get all that. I understand the reason, but that's a pretty big gap when you go basically 41 to 48. That's a huge gap where a lot of players, if they were going to get a card, would have gotten it in that time. And because of they weren't there in 41 and they weren't there in 48, there's no cards.
Yeah. But it was a very different time, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a 10x by Fanatics environment. So
no.
But anyway, let's see your next cards.
Well, that I can't remember his name now. The guy that did the whatnot sale, and all the proceeds went to Steve.
Oh,
I can't remember his name. Cats.
Cast cards.
Yeah. So I went on there, and I did not own. I don't know why. I did not own an Ernie Banks. So this is one of the ones he auctioned off. I got this for $20. Nice. I can't believe even a 1.5, a 59 I got for $20, but I am thrilled to have this. I mean, it's in pretty nice shape. I would say it's got up in the right-hand corner, it's got a little bit of a crease, and that's why it's got the 1.5, but this thing's beautiful. The color's beautiful, and I now own an Ernie Banks. And that's one of the cards I got from that sale. I also picked up a 68. I have it in another pile that I can't get to, but I picked up a 68 Hank Aaron, and that's my first Hank Aaron beside the 1970 All-Star card I had of him. That's my second Aaron card. So
nice.
Kind of a way to get back into it. And then I picked up just a couple other minor things from it, but I was thrilled to get that Banks, and I couldn't believe that people didn't bid more for it. I mean, 1.5s usually go for $40 to $50, and to get it for 20, I was like overjoyed. And I was helping out a friend, right? I'm helping give money, because it was around, from what Jeff told me, it was almost $1,000 he gave to the family, and he gave all the proceeds. Whatnot took its cut, and he gave them everything else. So I thought that was pretty neat of him.
I think his name is Lenny.
That's it.
Yeah.
Lenny at Cats Cards.
But you get an Ernie Banks and a Hank Aaron out of it, and like playing dates cards too.
Yes.
Like those are no joke.
Nope. I got the 68.
All you got to do is just crack them out so those dumb numbers don't distract you from the awesomeness of the card, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot, I just had Jeff did a bunch of flips for me because, I'm not quite as crazy as you are about the numbers. They don't bother me as much as they bother you, which I always think is funny because I love the way you talk about it. But it's more of just having the Banks in there is all I care about. But another couple cards I picked up. I like Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So I picked up a couple of his home run derby cards. I wanted a couple for my own collection, and then I was telling you off air that I like looking at maybe one guy that I want to just get a few cards of to have aside that's kind of a prospect, and that's what this guy is. And this guy's name is Leo DeVriers. He's going to probably be the shortstop by the end of the year or at the start of next season for San Diego. And the thing that struck me about him is he's built like a grown-ass man. I mean, he's 19 years old, and he looks like he could probably be almost in a bodybuilding competition. I mean, he's just ripped, and he's fast, and he can hit the ball a ton. So he's kind of a guy that excited me because I like seeing big shortstops. I remember when Garcia Parra and A-Rod and those guys were coming up, it was unusual to see 6'5" and 6'4" shortstops, but I love seeing it. I like seeing guys who can hit the ball because we grew up in an era, or I did because I'm old. I grew up in an era where Mark Belanger was like one of the best shortstop, and a guy hit $139, but that was common for all shortstops then. They were the guy batting eighth, but they were great shortstops. They were, field no hit.
Yeah, well, they were there before the weight training and things like that took storm in the 80s, right? So that's when your Aussies were coming up and things. So
yes.
No, we talked about it, like you said. It's the prospecting is not something I really get into, but I do see where it's cool to pick up a card here or there, depending on how heavy you want to go into it, right? And be excited to see what a player does.
I usually buy. I keep my number at 5. I never buy more than 5 because, and those 4 cards you just saw there, I bought 5 of them. I think I might have spent $10 for the whole lot.
Yeah.
And I just put them aside. It's just somebody that I'm curious about and I didn't want to forget about. So I thought I'd get a couple cards so I can be reminded of them.
Yeah. But if you are banking on a player becoming good because you've invested in the cards, maybe that's a slippery slope, right?
No, the way I don't invest a lot, I don't like do that kind of stuff per se, but the one thing I am doing is I'm putting a complete run together of every single Topps Now card of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
So far I'm only missing 5 to have the 24 and the 25 season complete, which is over 100 and something cards. And then the goal is one day is to sell it all as a lot, but it'll be his complete Dodger run. And, and it covers his 200th or 250th, his 300th, when he hits 350, all those numbers, it'll cover all those because they put a card out every time he does it. So you have a kind of a complete run of his career going into the end of his career and all the numbers he'll be topping.
Yeah. So this is kind of a weird one. I think I've talked to you before about this, but and I didn't pull out the book weirdly, but the Bubblegum Card Wars book and how I think that Musial is like the poster child of it.
I've got 2 copies of that book. I love the book.
Yeah. So I told you last time, it's like I'm missing 2, but I collect the.
You mean cards. Of everybody in that book?
No. So I collect how like Musial's missing cards.
Oh, right. Yes.
From 51 to 57.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was misinterpreting what you're saying.
Topps has produced the cards that were missing in crap.
Right.
In modern sets. So I finished off the cards that were missing as Stan Musial.
Oh, okay.
So here's a 52 design.
These are all out of the Heritage set, right?
I can't remember the year that this one was produced.
But they're the Topps Heritage cards that match the year, right? 25 years later or 50 years later or something.
So this is saying it was a 2006 Topps Walmart exclusive.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But it's a 52 looking card of Stan, right? And then a 51 looking card that Topps made.
Oh, nice.
And so what I've done, I had to pull out the binder. So what I've done with my Musial binder is those will go here.
Okay.
Because I put them with his actual playing days run.
That's beautiful.
So
that's the way to go.
But it was kind of a fun way to collect Stan, because I don't know what led me to it, but it did.
How many? Do you have all of his playing day cards?
Flagship.
No, I meant all the ones that Topps produced back then. Do you have? Yeah. You have all the cards that were produced at that time.
Yeah. So his Topps and Bowman cards.
Yes.
In the flagship sets. So for stamps and rub-offs and things, no.
No. I'm just talking about the regular card, but you have all of his playing day cards. Do you have his rookie?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's awesome.
I do not have his Leaf card.
Okay. You have the 48 Bowman, but not the 48 Leaf?
49 Leaf.
49 Leaf. Well, Yeah, that's true. In football, they constantly call it the 48-49 leaf, but
Yeah.
it's still just 1 year of leaf.
Yeah, there's a whole nother book on that too that I read.
No, I've got the book. I read it right when it came out. It's a great book.
No,
Great
it
book.
is. Yeah.
It's written by the written by the guy that runs Dean's Cards.
The book I'm referring to about the leaf
No,
stuff.
he did the Bowman one. You're talking the Leaf book. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I read that. I read both of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show 3 more cards here, and then we'll
Sure.
kick it off back to you. You're gonna love this one, and I don't know why I didn't get it until now.
Well, that's my favorite. I've got lots of those. I'm a huge Clubbers. That's one of my favorite cards. That is my favorite card of Curt Flood. To have him and Lou Brock on the same card is just ridiculous.
I felt like this card had to go in my Lou Brock collection.
Yes.
So I picked it up. I got a couple Red Shandy's cards. So here's a
nice
card. It was at my LCS. I couldn't walk away from it. It was really cheap. It's like $1.
Nice.
So
first of all, John, explain something to me. You won't have an explanation. No one does. How can I walk into an LCS and buy a Hall of Fame card from 1966, which last time I checked, because I'm 64, that's 59 years ago, and I can only pay $1? Why? That just doesn't seem right to me.
I mean, obviously condition matters.
Yeah, but even then, it's Red Shandy's. I mean, the guy's a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famers from that era shouldn't be to where you can almost go in and pick them out of a dang common box. I mean, I don't think people underestimate. First of all, he was a great second baseman. He was a great player and was a phenomenal manager.
Don't ask me. I'm not complaining.
No, I know. I don't either when I go in. I just find it. And yet you can't buy a 1990 Upper Deck Nolan Ryan without dropping $5. It's just bizarre.
Supply and demand. I mean, there's not a huge demand for Red Shandy's, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of red, normally you see these people. They're great pieces for autographs, and people, at least from my vantage point, typically collect autographed ones. But I did not want an autographed one, and it's a Perez Steel postcard of Red Shandy's.
I am just like you. I thought I was the only one. I'm glad there is somebody else on here. I do not like my cards autographed like that because I like the artwork, and I don't mind the autograph. I just don't go after the autograph.
So I'm not an autograph collector. I already have 2 Red Shandy's autographs. I don't need more, kind of thing.
Right.
But these Perez Steels were for a window, right? So like Ozzie Smith does not have one. And then you go back further, there are players who have them, but they were not alive when they were produced. So getting autograph, like having a complete autograph set is impossible.
Right.
And so that's what kills it for me.
Right.
But with my red collection, I like the imagery, importance of some cards. And so the image on this is just too good. And I wanted it for the collection.
Well, I think Perez Steele's artwork is just phenomenal. And to me, and this is just me personally, when the autograph, especially it depends on where they put it, but a lot of times they'll go right across the middle. It's kind of common where they always go across the middle, and it just takes away from the image for me. And I like looking at the Perez. I'm not an autograph person. I never have been. So if I don't have an autograph, I don't care. But I know a lot of people like it, and it's to each his own. Like I'm not a TTMer or any of that kind of stuff. I just don't do that. But I appreciate the people that do, and I watch the shows that they do it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it makes that a lot cheaper.
Yes.
You know, so I got that for $3.
Yeah. And it has an autograph on it. You're paying $30.
Yeah. So it's which even for Red Shandy's, that again, Hall of Fame autograph is cheap. So
right.
No, that's that round.
All right. I got another round if you want.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to show you some you know how I like oversized cards.
Everybody does. I do.
Yeah. And I'm putting a set together of the 1993. It was called the Dominator set. And
I remember
it came in a regular size, but I want the jumbos. So That's Juan Gonzalez. Here's the Frank Thomas.
Nice.
Here's somebody you love, Willie McGee, but in the wrong uniform, as when he with the Giants.
Hey, San Francisco was his hometown. That's why he went there.
Right.
So
we got a little Fred McGriff.
Yeah, JW's dugout. Big fan of him.
Yep. We got a Matt Williams.
Big player.
A guy that was really good for a short period of time, but I really liked when he played. I liked Ron Gant. I thought he was a solid player.
Yeah, he was good for us in '96.
This guy cheats on his taxes all the time. Can't stay out of trouble. Lenny Dykstra. One of the best right-handed hitters of our era, Edgar Martinez.
Oh, yeah. And it's really cool. If you go to Seattle, they have a statue of him.
Yep. No, I've been there because, I'm not that far. Well, I'm 5 hours away.
Yeah.
But
the Griffey statue is like the focal point because it's right there at the corner.
Right.
And then you just walk down just a little bit and there's the Edgar Martinez statue, which, from what I understand, they're building it. There's going to be an Ichiro statue unveiling this year. But the Martinez statue, I think, is phenomenal. And it denotes on there his Roberto Clemente Award.
Yep.
So really
which
cool.
you collect, which I think is awesome that you collect the Roberto Clemente. The last one of this group is the Joe Carter. And I think I've got everybody but one. It's a 10-card set. And I think I've got everybody. I got these all in a lot. And just, I love oversized cards. I don't like, I know, like, why would you send this in to get graded? There are people that grade these things. Like, these things come, they don't come in boxes. They come usually like they come in a sleeve. This is how this came. So it's going to get beat up a little bit. It's going to be hard to not have a little something. It just comes in this thing and slides in. So that's how they come. They come one at a time.
That's pretty cool. You have the sleeve with it.
Yeah, it's actually a 20-card set because Series 1 is the 10 guys for the home runs and Series 2 is for the batting average. So I have a combination of both and I'm still building on it.
Yeah.
But this is how they come.
I've seen the regular card of Willie McGee. I did not know they came in the larger version. So it's similar to like that I used collection card.
Yes.
Okay.
I have one more round to go when you're ready, but I have one more thing to show you that I think you'll get a kick out of since I'll give you a little hint. It's Tops Now stuff but it's a different twist.
Here, I'll show these ones and then we'll kick it off to you again. Does that work?
No, yeah, go to you. I want to. Okay. Yeah, you've been bragging to me about some Kenny Boyers. I want to see some Boyers.
Those were the exact cards I was going to show next.
Okay.
So I'm having trouble finding a Yadier Molina card, so I've shifted my focus to Ken Boyer.
Okay.
I got some post playing day stuff and some playing day stuff. So you might know of these. 1974 Laughlin.
Yep. I did not know he had a Laughlin. The only Laughlins I've seen a lot of are the World Series ones.
Yeah, so this one, because it's talking about an All-Star game performance, that's right in my wheelhouse because that's how my Ken Boyer collection started, was All-Star, postseason, and awards cards, right?
Oh, okay.
So this was right in my wheelhouse when I saw it. Similarly, this was it 82 Kmart.
Nice.
And
first of all, that 64 card is brilliant. I love the 64 card because I love the green and red for the Cardinals. I think it's just a great card.
Yeah, so because this was for his MVP award, I was like, why not, right?
Right.
And similarly to that, I finally got the Topps Mini.
Nice.
The 75. So I have the regular, the O-Pee-Chee, and now the Mini. So I have all three of them.
There you go.
Let's see, what am I going to show next? The Aurora Vision cards.
Yes.
Records.
Yes.
So I got one, and I intentionally looked for one that looks like it has been played.
Wow.
So the hole's been punched out. The corners are worn. Like, I like to think that this was on a record player. You know what I mean?
Have you played it yet?
No, I don't have a record player, but
oh my God, I'm a music nut, so I got a record player, so I'd play it in a second.
But I would like to think that this copy served its intended purpose.
That is awesome.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I got it for $4.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and these cards are not expensive anyway. Ken Boyer is not expensive because he's not a Hall of Famer. Yes, you can get a much better condition card for not that much more, but it's similar with the Redmans. I prefer them with the tabs cut off
Yep.
because that's how they were intended,
Right.
and that's what I wanted for this. I could always change my mind later
Right.
at a low cost, but the exhibit cards. So Ken Boyer has three from what I understand, and I was able to pick up 2.
Let me see the backs because that's going to tell the
Yep,
difference,
yep.
right?
So here's the blank back,
Okay.
and then the red stat back.
Oh, the red stats. And so there should be one that's either black stats or blue stats or
Yep,
something, right?
black.
Black. Okay.
Yeah. So
Because
I
I
don't
found the
have
same thing. I found the same thing for Veda. I just haven't got him yet.
Yeah. So I'm like with Red Shandy's, I'm missing one of his exhibit cards, and now I'm missing one of Ken Boyer's exhibit cards. And it's not expensive. It's just a matter of just getting it, right?
No, but it's so nice to have them. It's just
Oh
so
yeah,
nice to have them.
yeah.
I think those exhibit cards have become really popular in about the last 4 or 5 years. There's a lot of people putting the whole set together, the whole run, and I mean it's a big thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, and then you get people like Stuke, Cardboard and Curiosities. I think
Yep.
is the full name of his channel, and his channel is amazing because he's done like breakdowns of the exhibit cards, and so there's
okay.
there's a lot to learn within those videos, especially if you're thinking about buying some exhibit cards. Like for me, I think Boyer and Shandy's are as far as I'm going to go, but
Right.
you never know. I might get into Feller, right? So,
Right.
and the Feller one especially because it's before 46. So now there's more to learn from that. The 39 to 46, and then the 46 to 66 or whatever. So the eras matter, and then you go further back, like Lou Gehrig days.
Right. It's interesting
Uh,
because I don't understand. So now you got me curious. I'm going to go find that guy's videos too because the
Yeah.
exhibits say 47 to 67, but I don't
Oh,
understand what those
47.
numbers.
Yeah, so watch his videos and
Okay.
you will learn a ton that way.
Okay.
So, are you familiar with JD McCarthy?
Jenny McCarthy?
No, JD McCarthy.
JD McCarthy. The
Yeah.
name sort of does sound familiar.
Okay, so I don't know a ton, but there were cards manufactured in like the maybe 50s, but definitely 60s.
Oh, was he
I
the
think
postcard
into the
guy?
70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know who you're talking about now.
And so when I learned more of that, Ken Boyer, I think, has several, but there was specifically one that I wanted. And that's with his brother Cleet.
Oh, nice.
And there's some lettering on the back, but for the most part, blank back, right?
Yeah, and those would come in the sets for the team, right? Those are team issued sets.
I don't know, but it says
That's what
produced
I
by
found out. Now I don't know how much
Okay.
of that, but
It's
supposedly they did the sets.
yeah, it's produced by JD McCarthy, has an address on it.
Nice.
But this one is phenomenal because it's with his brother.
Yeah.
So when I saw that on the eBay, I was just like, holy cow.
Have you ever found anything, even a photo of all three together with Cloyd?
No. And I still need to pick up a card of Cloyd. I just haven't done it. I have a card of Cleet, but I don't have a card of Cloyd.
Yeah, I've
And then
got all three, and the reason for I have a bunch of stuff on Cleat is because I'm going to be doing a show on all the Americans that went over and played in Japan and did well, and he was one of the guys that went over there and did really well.
Okay.
Yeah, he went over and played about 4 or 5 years and put up really pretty good numbers at the end of his career. And that's what would happen in the 60s and early 70s is if guys didn't get picked up, they would all run over to Japan. Like I can't tell you how many of the guys went in there in that time frame from like 68 to like 75. There was a ton of them that went over there.
Okay.
I'll be doing a whole thing on that because a lot of them put up some really good numbers. I mean, like 30 home runs a year, 100 RBIs for like 6 years in a row.
Wow. And I got one more. This is a
All
big
right.
one. This is an absolute big one. I've wanted this one for a while. I went to a card show a few months back and I couldn't believe it. This guy had a table and he had tons of autographed items, to include Kurt Flood, Gashouse gang members,
Oh wow.
and Ken Boyer. And
Okay.
he had 2 of this card, but he wanted like $200 for it. And I don't bring that kind of money with me to a card
Right.
show. So thought I was kind of screwed. Just go back to the eBay kind of thing, right? I was able to go again, knowing that he was going to be there. I came armed, right? I had another Ken Boyer autographed item, but it was a picture. And so I asked him if he would trade, and he did.
Oh,
1955, dear friend, Ken Boyer, and that's an authentic autograph, according to JSA. But it's like a fan mail response,
oh, how cool is that?
and it's postmarked.
Oh,
see
you
that?
got
You
what
can
is that?
see-
1955?
Yep,
Oh
October.
my God,
October
that is
1955.
awesome.
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's postmarked October 11th, 1955.
Wow.
So this is a rookie year item of Ken Boyer.
There can't be many of those around at all. I cannot
I mean-
believe that there would be that many around.
I've seen them on eBay. That's not the problem. It's the how much do I want to pay for it, right?
Right. Right.
But I can tell you that that autographed picture I had of Ken Boyer was cool, but this is so much cooler.
Oh, that is awesome.
And Joe Redneck Collector, he was set up at that show. So as soon as I picked this up, I went over to his table. I said, "Dude, check out what I just got."
Nice. So if you can't find it, at least tell me what. I'm always curious about Yadier stuff because I'm a big Yadier fan. I can't tell you how many times I watched him catch games. I would specifically watch games if the Cardinals were on just to watch him.
Mhm.
He's probably one of my favorite catchers, if not my favorite of all time, just because of the way he called games and commanded like pitchers. Waino said in his career, he could probably count on his hand how many times he shook him off because he just knew he knew me better than me. So I just went with whatever he said. That's how good he was. And most pitchers, no one would shake him off. I remember one time, it was a couple years ago, you were probably watching the game. I can't remember which young pitcher it was from a couple years ago.
Oh, Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, he waved him off twice, and Yadier stands up with this disgust look, takes off his helmet, walks out there, says like 3 words to him, and you could see Ponce like his face got really big, and it's probably saying, "Don't you ever wave me off again. I know what I'm doing."
No, that got actually pretty bad because that went into the dugout after the half inning. So that dude got rocked
Right
on the field, went into the dugout. It got heated. He was released the next day.
Yep. I couldn't, but the look on Yadier's face was like, I'm like in my 17th year and you're going to shake me off when you don't even know what this hitter does. Like, I know what I'm doing. Stop. And I've always, but you said you have a Yachty card you can't find. I'm just curious what it is.
Oh, it's the 2006 Cardinals team card gold because Yachty's in the picture.
Right. And do you collect all Topps gold is what it is of Yadier?
Yeah. So
right.
His cards, his all-star cards, cameo cards, team cards. And so I've counted it out. So of what I know, there's 46 cards and I'm missing 1 now.
Oh my gosh. Of the gold?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's one I haven't showed on camera. I'll do that later, but
yeah, no, that's awesome.
Another video for this.
Yeah, no. Well, I watch the videos that you do on Ozzy, or if you do your Yachty or stuff, I watch all your videos. So I always like seeing that stuff because I just, that's what I like about your show. It's what I like about Wade Boggs' show, John's show.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that the guy, I can't do it. I do Instant and Flood pretty good, but I got to have my hands in a bunch of different things. It's just who I am.
No, but I actually went to the Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum last week.
Yeah.
I got this sticker to put on the binder.
Nice.
But yeah, so but
oh my gosh. That is gorgeous.
Flagship. And then there's some other cards I include with it, but Like that's a cameo card.
You're showing me something I've never seen before. I've never seen 6 pocket pages. I didn't even know they made them.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Oh, that's
after this.
awesome. I want those.
But here's a cameo card. Here's a platinum card, but that's just because I just felt like it. Here's his all-star cards. Cameo card. So that's with Justin Turner, one of your guys.
Yep, that's one of the guys I collect.
I went back and looked. This picture was taken after Molina hit his home run in that all-star game.
Nice. I remember that.
But yeah, cameo card here. And then you got postseason cards. Those are not gold, but that's the rainbow.
Oh, okay.
I just felt like it. So now you get into like combo cards.
Oh my god.
And then team cards. And that's the one I'm missing. Is the 2006. And then these are cards that are just part of his story. So the Brandon Phillips brawl.
Yep.
Brandon Phillips is also a Gold Glove winner.
Yep.
So it makes sense. Wayno, they're one of like 5 battery mates to win a Gold Glove. His brother, they're like one of 7 brothers to win a Gold Glove. And then that's the card that in 05 was Jose and Benji on the same card. So I thought that was just too cool, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, of all of that, I'm missing one card. And then I'm done with it. So
when you finish a project, do you come up with an idea to start another one, or you just wait till something grabs you?
I think it's a combination, right? Because
like
you have how many projects going on right now? So if you finish
probably about 30.
but if you finished one, you're not looking for a new one. You're just continuing on. You're just continuing on with the other ones that you have, right?
I'm kind of probably done putting projects together. I'm just now going to work on the projects.
Yeah,
I just wanted to.
Yeah.
So I literally have 30 projects I want to clean up, but it's going to take me years to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll be working on.
Yeah. So, but moving forward with another project that you already have ongoing is just something that you can do. You don't have to find a replacement project.
No.
For the one you just finished because you're already active elsewhere, right?
Right.
And I think, with like Ken Boyer, Red Shandies, I'm active enough as it is.
Right.
With I don't need to look for something else, but I can definitely sit back and enjoy that. Like,
right. Now when you go to a show, like you're going to go to a show, say tomorrow, if you're going to go to a show, do you have a list that you're looking for, or do you just kind of leave it open? You just want to go in and walk, and if something grabs you, that you're Boyer, Molina, Ozzy. If something was to jump out at you, you would know it because you go, I don't have it.
Yeah, like I know what league leader cards of Lou Brock I'm missing. I know the only one that would like, hey, if I see that's like, oh, that's awesome, would be Red Shandies, because my collection of him is abstract. It's very much what I think is cool at the moment. There's not like a theme to it.
Do you have many of his playing day cards, or just mostly manager cards?
Red. Well, it's mostly playing days, but it's a good representation all around. So I got like his rookie, his Red Heart.
Okay.
Those are commemorative cards.
You have his Red Heart. That is awesome.
Again, exhibits, Redman.
Wow.
That's his Spick and Span from 57. I love that card.
Don't you think, this is the problem I have with the era that we live in now, even say the last 20 years. They don't make stuff like Spick and Span and cards coming out of potato chips and cards coming out of dog food. And they don't make any of that kind of stuff. And that stuff is so iconic of the era. Like, Redman, I think is, first of all, I used to chew the stupid stuff. But I love those cards. The color and the richness of those pictures are beautiful. And they don't make anything like that anymore.
Yeah, so then like here is just like his last playing days card, first manager card, first manager card, first manager card.
Right.
But then I wanted the Giants represented because of his career. And then that's a team card on the Braves. Because if you go back and listen to his Hall of Fame speech, the players that he played with were important. So like Eddie Matthews,
right,
Hank Aaron, I want to get the 57 Giants team card for the same reason.
Well, I know that he was, he's really good friends with Johnny Logan because they were second base shortstop combo, and I know he was close with everybody because when he came over in 57, he was like the saving grace. The Braves were like, we're not winning this thing if we don't have him. That's how important he was to him. And so it's interesting that he kept those long friendships and why those people were so important to him.
Yeah, and I know there's books, like Hank Aaron has a book and Eddie Matthews has a book where he's referenced in there. I've watched interviews with Hank Aaron where he's talked about Red Shandies. And then there's that book that you referenced earlier about the 57 team.
It's a great book.
I want to read that book. And then you have again, John over at JW's Dugout. He's doing a collection on the 57 Braves. And I think that speaks how important that team was. And then Red's piece, if Red Shandies does not get traded to the Braves and does not become the key player that he was, I don't know that he gets in the Hall of Fame.
You might be right. And, you also think too, that was a huge, in the World Series. That's where I don't think enough credit is given to Lou Burdett. He won 3 games was a superstar in that series. I mean, it wasn't Spahn. It wasn't the other guys. It was Burdett who saved their bacon in the games that he pitched.
Yeah. Burdett was on the 63 Cardinals. They were hoping that he could, catch fire again and then didn't. But, imagine if Burdett had repeated that performance in the next World Series.
Yes.
He would be a legend. Absolute legend.
He won over 200 games, so this guy wasn't a slouch. He's a really good pitcher. And I think if he has another World Series title, or like you said, when he went to the Cardinals, he had maybe 1 or 2 more good years, I think he'd have been in because his numbers were pretty impressive. But at the time, remember, there were 300 games was considered the standard. It's not anymore, but at that time it was. So you could win 200 games and have a great ERA, and you weren't probably going to get the same look as somebody else. And it's the era. If he's playing in today's era, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but
200 wins would have been incredible in this era.
Well, I mean, I think Lou Burdett gets forgotten about, 1.
Yep.
But then 2, I think he gets looked at as like a one-year wonder in a sense because he dominated the Yankees in 57.
Yeah.
And then got blasted in 58. What if he had dominated them? But what if he dominated them 2 years in a row?
Yeah. No, I agree.
And these weren't on the downside Yankees like the 64 team was. That was the height Yankees.
Yep.
So
that lineup in 57 and 58 is ridiculous. It's I mean, because it's easy to talk about Berra and Mantle but you forget about all the other guys that were there that were putting up huge numbers along the way. I mean, Elston Howard was a good player. And of course you got, you're talking Jerry Coleman was a good player and Phil Rizzuto was a good player. These guys were all really good players. They weren't like average. They were above average. They were really solid players. And that lineup, there wasn't a weak spot. So, you got to the pitcher spot maybe, but you'd get lucky, but that'd be about it.
Yeah. So, what do you got next?
I got one last thing to show you, and it's a project I'm working on, so I thought I'd share it with you. But Topps now does for every single team before the start of the year, they do what they call an opening day lineup. It's 10 cards, and it's usually, it could be 3 pitchers and 6 hitters or something. It's not like the starting lineup. It's just the opening day 10 card thing. Well, last year,
don't they call it road to opening day?
Yeah, road to opening day. Okay. And so in 25, the Dodgers, if you want to do kind of like a small rainbow, there's a way that you can do it. I can't do the rainbow because the point, the 50, the gold, the Ohtani alone raw is $400. Well, I'm not spending that. So the Dodgers were the only team to do this, and I don't know why, but so they have the regular card. So there's the regular card. That's Mookie Betts. So that's just a regular card, Then they had the Mookie Betts green. Okay. So the green is 99. Then I'll show you the Freddie Freeman one. But then they had what they called Aqua, which is 199. And no other team did Aqua. The Dodgers were the only one that did it. And I think it was because they won. So they gave them a little thing. And then they have one called Ganji, which is the Japanese version of the opening day. So that's what I'm working on. Is I'm working on 4 cards for each guy for all 10 players.
Okay.
So, like here's the regular Sasaki. Here's the regular Will Smith. Here's the Aqua Will Smith. Yamamoto. Kershaw, I just picked up his green today, so I'll have his green coming.
And that was his last year, so.
Right. And then this is Teoscar, and that's his Ganji. If you can, I have to get it real close, I think. But it'll show it's in Japanese. The writing on the bottom, right where my finger is. And then here's his regular card. So that's the American version. And then here's his Aqua. And then the same thing for Glasnow. So I'm working on trying to get 4 cards for each guy.
Okay.
And then the last card is Snell. So the Otanis will be a little bit difficult, and the 99 for Yamamoto's like $60, but everything else is pretty attainable. And what I'll do is just get them as I can, and if I have something that, like I told you, I've got a couple 1-of-1s or something like that. If I can sell one of those, I'll use that money to put into it, because the ultimate goal is to have 4 of all 10 cards. So 40 cards to do the Ganji, which is the Japanese, exact same card, just in Japanese, the American, and then 199 and 99 as the only parallels, because they do have parallels for 50, 25, 10, 5, and 1. I'm not doing any of those because those are just too expensive. It could get crazy money.
Yeah. I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere, right?
Right. And this will take me a little while. I'm in no hurry, but I've got a pretty good start. I've got over 20 cards. So
and we're
I'm
all
halfway
of those,
there.
And I don't pay attention to that, but all of them were on the World Series roster too, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all the players. It's all the players that came over, because Glasnow came over, of course, last year, and so did Snell. So they're the 2 new guys, right? And Sasaki came over, and Yamamoto. They all came up in 25. So, 24 and 25.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's my baseball for the month. There are I could always show thousands of more cards, but
I got 2 more.
yeah, let's see them.
So we can make it quick. So you know how I'm doing the Isaac Bruce relic collection?
Yes.
And so I've been limiting myself to just 1 a month.
There you go.
So this month's is this card.
Oh, that's nice.
And so the reason why I picked it up is because it signifies a statistical milestone. 1,000-yard club.
Right.
And then this year, and it was 04 or 03. So he had 1,471 yards that year. And so this set, he actually comes with, there's one that's a combo card with him and Terrell Owens and him and Marvin Harrison. But I don't like either of those 2 players.
No.
So that's why I wanted this one. Because my guy's Isaac Bruce. So
right.
So I wanted the Isaac Bruce copy. So that's nice. What I did. So that's my relic Isaac Bruce card for this month. And then Jeff over to Fine Collector, when he sent me the Lou Brock rookie and the Lee Smith rookie.
Yes.
I guess I'll collect rookie cards of Cardinals greats, even if they aren't Cardinals cards. So I got the Bruce Sutter.
Nice. I just bought one today because I'm doing a thing on the top 30 relievers, save leaders. And I got his card in near mint for $3.
Yeah, super cheap, right? And then
Bruce Sutter was a great pitcher. I don't like, there are guys with less saves than him that'll cost you 20, 30, $40 to get. And this guy's $3 for a near mint, and he only has 1 rookie. It's not like he's got this array. I think that's a travesty, because he, for about a 6-7 year period, he might have been the best reliever in the game. Like no one could ever hit off of him. That sinker was ridiculous.
Yes, I think it's like last month I showed the La Russa. I got that one. So then like Whitey Herzog is on my radar. That's another cheap card for what it is.
Right.
Probably Dennis Eckersley, Larry Walker. We'll see, but
Right.
I guess I'll do it because why not? I mean, again, you mentioned so cheap, right?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
this is cheap because there's some staining here.
oh,
You see
okay.
that? You see that?
Yeah.
And it's weird how the staining is looks like letters, but
I don't know. I think it's great. It's of course another
just making
always
fun of
enjoy
me.
doing this with you, John. I have a great time. This is fun. I'm glad we get to do it every month. It makes me look forward to putting stuff aside. And then I'm like you though. As soon as we're off this air, I'm putting stuff in books and where
Yeah.
stuff needs to go, right?
Yeah, so the Ken Boyer stuff's gonna be great to finally put away. Like some of this stuff came in 3 weeks ago, 3.5
Yeah.
weeks ago. So
And you do binders for all your guys, right? Some
Yep.
type of binder. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'll
moving
send you a
almost most
picture.
everything I have to binders too. I just like that. I like the ability to be able to bring it out and look at it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of what my setup is. Like
Yeah.
all of my cards, except for displayed ones,
Right.
fit on a shelf.
Nice.
And they're all in binders. There's one box. That's it.
Yeah.
I
appreciate it. It's awesome. Again, you said it last time when we were going through this thing with Rev Steve, is how much you appreciate everybody. I appreciate you too, brother. And it's great that we've become friends and we can do this. And I look forward to this every time and love watching your videos. You do a great job. Keep up the good work. And we'll do it again next month.
Yeah, man. Likewise. And thanks for nerding out with me.
Always. Come
with
on.
all these cards and whatnot. I mean, you got super nerdy with some books too, So
Well, no, put those in the show notes because I'm really interested in two of them, especially because that way I can just go and look at them and go get them. I'm always looking for great books. I read books all the time. So
yeah, and I could take pictures of them too and send them to you.
yeah, and just do that or send it to me, whatever.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody, I know this is a long video. Thanks for nerding out with us, with our anticlimactic reveals.
Yeah. Yeah, here I throw mine up there too. Mine's it comes in a whole thing. But it was still fun and it made it fun to do this. I was looking forward. I was hoping one of us would get it, but I knew the odds are like 1 in a million. So
oh yeah. So anyway.
All right, brother. Well, you take care. Wish you the best with your work and you'll have a better week this week, I promise.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody.